In today's video, I'll show you how you'd be able to create custom views in Linear. So let's get started. So first is that you want to go here into the left menu right here in Linear, and you should be able to see the team section. And from here, you want to click here on views, and this is where you'd be able to create a new view. So you should see something like this if it's your first time or if you haven't created any view yet. So I'm going to click here on create new view, and then this would pop up. So basically this is just an example right here that you could use, and then you could also go and click on one of them, and there's basically a tutorial on each topic in here. So it should be useful if you need a guide on how you would be able to do specific things here in the view section. Now in here is that I'm just going to discuss something basic. So first is that you would want to name this, so all issues. So I'm just going to go for all. And now I'm going to go click here on the tutorial workspace. We have the workspaces right here that is under our teams. You can select that here also. I'm just going to click here and save. And after that is that it will now pop up right here. As you can see, we now have this view called all, and that is what we've named it. And from here, basically, is that you can click here on the plus buttons here on your views, and then you'd be able to add a new issue. You could even transfer them if you'd like. You can drag them right here from to do to backlog, and the same goes for every issue right here. So feel free to edit your issues right here, like the status and then the assignees right here on the right. Now, what if you'd want to create another view? Then you would need to click here on your team name right here on the top left, and then you'll be prompted here wherein you can see all the views. And as you can see, we have the view that we have just created right here. And if you'd like to create a new one, then you can click here on new view on the top right. And then you could now name this again. And if you'd want, you could also delete all of this if you'd want to. Like, for example, I'm going to go and name this first. Let's say sample 1. And I'm going to go put in a description sample and click on delete. Now in here is that I'm just going to go and right click on the issues right here. And then basically you can just click here on the delete or control delete right there. And then you'd now be able to delete that. And then, yeah, basically you can just clear all of this up. So you could go into collapsing this, or you could just, manually delete all of them just like that. And then you could just clear all of this and then create your own new set of issues. Now let's go back in here into the list of views. In here is that we have the issues and projects button. So they are two different things. So if you go for projects, as you can see, we don't have the views that we have created issues. So in here, we would need to create a new view. And then again, we would have the projects in here. So let's say I'm just going to go for just the sample projects right here. I'm going to name this sample projects, and then description right there. You can click here on save once you're done. And then you can click here on display. And now is that you would be able to filter all of the projects that you have right here for this view. And basically you could just click here on the delete again. You could also go for the other options again right here. And if you'd want to add more projects in here, then you would have to create a project here in the projects tab, and it should be added here on your views of project in here. So if you just want to go for specific projects, then just remove the projects that you don't want on this view. So this is basically it for the basics on how you'd be able to use the views here in Linear. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.